Hello, good morning everybody. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 14th of May. Now, for anybody new to my channel, I just let my guides channel through to you, and so stay watching because there might be messages that you're meant to receive today. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed, and hit the bell notification so you know when my videos pop up, which is pretty much daily. So I'm just going to close my eyes and we'll just get started and see what comes up for the 14th of May. Now they're showing me the symbol of the victor. So it's almost like a victory. But it's showing like the victor. So a person is winning. And this could be just like a symbol. Like it's not so much a winner. If you think of somebody who's a victor, it means that they've achieved great things. It's sort of, I guess the image is kind of winning as well, but it has a deeper meaning than just winning something. A victor is someone who has achieved insurmountable goals and almost reached a level that that was a kind of like a journey of enormous proportions that led them over, as we know, and I always talk about the hurdles, but the victor is the person who had the most elite strength, who had the most tenacity, who had the most drive, who had the most spiritual kind of will to push forth through any kind of barrier. And that's the message that they're giving me around the victor today. So that could be you watching my videos today. I've got the feeling this is a message the guides are giving me for you guys out there, that you are the victor. So you are the victors, meaning that you have done the absolute hard yards. Like it's pretty much saying that you had the hardest journey, because not only did you have to overcome, what's the word I'm looking for? Adversity. You had to also push through and despite the things that were being thrown at you, you still push through. And again, they're showing me you conquered that mountain and you put your flag on the top of that mountain. And that's why you're a victor, because you have conquered your fears, you've conquered obstacles, you've conquered seeing through lies, and so many other things. They're saying etc, etc. But what they're saying is that they're not easy things to have overcome. So that's why they're saying you're the victor and you have earned that right to put your flag on that mountain. Now, I've been saying in the last few videos that people are looking to us, you watching this video as well, they're looking at us now for answers because they're confused. Like I said, they're piecing this together. The people in the awake stage are piecing this together. And you think about how complicated that must be. Like, we've seen it from the start. So we've sort of watched everything unfolding. And we knew... Sorry, I've just got to blow my nose. It's getting wintry and you get really cold. It makes your nose run. So what they've actually said is that these people are looking for answers. Because you think about it. We've just recently here in Australia, it was yesterday I think, we had a Chinese warship on the western coast of Australia coming in too close to the shore. So it passed over its barrier. So that becomes a danger when that is starting to happen. So when these things are kind of shown on the news, people start to think, why is China kind of at our shores? Like, this is stuff that you and I have been telling people for such a long time, and now they're just starting to see all these things. So this is where they're looking back and they're trying to work out what's going on. What's all this digital? What? So there's this is what's going on. So they are really trying to work all this out. So you just keep watering, planting your seeds, sitting back, protecting yourself. But this is what the guides are saying to me, that you are the victors. You have earned that right to keep and put your flag on that mountain. Now, I'll just see what else we get around this. But Victor is not about winning. And that's something that I really want to say to you guys out there, that our journey has never been about winning. As much as we'd love to win, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's about the victory of the things that we have overcome. And I think for anyone looking back there, no matter if you've lost your jobs with mandates, you've been injured, gosh, we were just vilified. I lost all my friends. I know you guys have had family and friend issues. You always comment and tell me down below. And this has been horrific. This has destroyed people's lives. I know here in Australia that mental health in teenagers, I could probably name 5 kids straight up who are really suffering because of the aftermath of all of this. And this is what I'm saying to you about that process of 2.5 years. Now we're dealing with the aftermath, the destruction, like the trail of destruction, rather, that follows behind such a sort of traumatic event. So that's why I'm getting the word victor rather than a winner, because it has a lot more meaning. It means you've overcome enormous hurdles, which I talk about a lot. I'll just see what else we get today. Oh, sorry, my throat's so clammed up today. We've got to get talking more, haven't we? I always talk about our chimney and getting things out. Maybe there's a lot jammed up in me too today. Now, I'm getting that there's a lot of the exchanging of the money now. This is happening. So they're exchanging like money for nothing. It's like when you think of digital currency, it's nothing. It's just pie in the sky. It's out in thin air. It's transparent. You can't see it. Well, not probably transparent, but you can't see it. It's invisible. So this is what I'm getting now. That money's sort of being taken and we're kind of being given nothing. Wow, that sounds fair, doesn't it? But this is how our global leaders and parliamentarians work, isn't it? They seem to get a lot of stuff from nothing, but they're taking. It's kind of showing me that exchange now. So they're taking things and they're giving us nothing. So that's something to really be aware of around this digital currency transformation that's kind of currently going on, is that it all sounds great. You know, they make it sound so good and wonderful, but we know that it's all going to be this like false economy, because it's going to be built, again, not on a good foundation, because we didn't vote that in. I know I didn't, and I'm sure if you're watching my video, I know you didn't vote it in. We quite like the idea, a lot of us, of having that concrete cash. I don't know if you're digitally savvy or not, but they can sort of just do anything they want. When nothing is concrete, it's virtually explaining to us that, well, this is what the guides are saying, that when it's not concrete, it's not there, and it can be taken away at any point. And that's why I'm saying this monetary currency platform is not being laid on a good foundation, and it's almost like there's no cement at the base. So it's like the building's just being built with no good foundation, because you and I didn't vote all that in. We didn't choose to have this digital currency and these huge changes that are invisible as our method of finance, I guess you could say. So I'm definitely getting that today, that's not being built on a good foundation as well, because it's not concrete, it's not cement, it's not visible. And this is where they will gain that control, government and parliamentarians, because we won't have control of that visible money that's in our hands. It's all going to be, as we know, the one bank to control everything, the central bank, and that's what's definitely coming. But again, not built on a good foundation, because people didn't vote that in. People haven't been offered choices. They're being told and dictated to, as we know, about what's happening, and also being controlled, because it can be taken away, as we know in Canada. It can be taken away or frozen or whatever they want to do with it just like that. I'll see what else we get today. Now again, they're showing me the Beetle car, the VW. I talked about it the other day, and this was around like the electric car situation and what's kind of been going on there. That people want simplicity. They don't want things overcomplicated when it comes to their cars. People are starting to realize that if I have the biggest and best and flashiest car on the market, man, that's going to cost me a shitload. So this is what's happening. That people's reality is now like becoming very disproportionate to the point that they're realizing, oh my God, I'm going to have to really simplify. I actually put a picture of that. I found a picture of a little aqua blue VW. I put it on my public Facebook page, Chrissy Fitzgerald, Psychic Life Coach, if anyone wants to go check out some of the pictures on there. But this is what they're saying. People just want that simplicity now. They're realizing if they overcomplicate and go down that expensive road, they're going to have more maintenance. They're going to have more costs. It's kind of almost as strange as it is, but when it comes to the electric cars and that kind of industry, people aren't going to be as caught up in the image of it. And I think everybody out there who sort of knows, anyone who's had an electric car, or not so much now, but a few years ago, you were quite known as being quite wealthy and elite because not everyone could afford electric cars. So, these were people that had money. So it had that image of money and wealth. But that's not what it's going to be now. This is going to be a matter of practicality, especially they're already talking here on the news in Australia about clocking your kilometres and how far you've driven. And as we know, this was always going to happen with the credit scoring because you earn your points, how far you go. So this is why people are waking up. They're waking up because of all different reasons. They're not just waking up because of the V. We know that because we were the first lot to probably wake up around that. But now people are waking up because it's touching their hip pocket and it's costing them money. And they can see moving forward that, hang on a minute, where's all this heading? So that's, again, the question marks. So that's why I'm getting that now the electric car thing's not going to be something that's just kind of for the elite and the very well-to-do. That's going to be about an average consumer now having to be able to afford an electric car because, of course, they're saving the environment, oh my gosh, is it? I don't even know. I'm no engineer or car climate guru. But we just get told off everybody. Probably Bill Gates, because he seems to be the guru on everything, even though he's a computer guy. Go figure. Next thing, Fauci will be telling us about bloody electric cars. And oh no, this world's gone completely mad, hasn't it? It's just upside down in its thinking. Anyway, so that's what I'm definitely getting. It's like, the vehicles. There's definitely that focus on the vehicles that it's going to be a lot more common, and people are in that mindset now that they know they're going to have to either downsize, not worry about their image. They're going to have to let a lot of things go. And again, if we think about it, that soul awakening process is about letting go of your ego, and that's what the breakdown is in your soul. When your soul breaks down, it ditches the ego because that's what it's about. It's about getting back to who you really are. You're not a big vehicle and a big Pajero or whatever you might drive, or living in a big mansion. That's not who you are. This inside is who you are. And that's another thing that's going to start to break down around the electric car thing. That'll become very obvious. People you've seen driving around in really flash cars with the boat, towing the boat and the caravan and all this stuff. That's going to start to change. And I think you're going to see big changes. You're going to see people driving little cars and go, wow, never thought I'd see that guy driving that car or that woman driving that car. And it's going to be a bit bizarre. But this is them letting go of the ego. So that's a good thing. So we take that as a positive. When you see that starting to happen, might take a year or two. But I do believe that's going to start happening soon, actually. A lot of changes for people. I'll just see if there's any last messages today. Oh, my God. They're showing me people staring at the TV set. They're showing me people staring at the TV set like this. And it's again, it's the hypnosis. They're working, and they're showing me like black and white swirls in people's eyes like this. But this is only for the minority of people now. This is only for, like I said the other day, that third of the population that's still in a coma and still asleep. Gosh, I had a girlfriend the other day and she's always very asleep. And I just don't argue with her. I just accept her as she is. That's her journey. And she even just, tells me, oh, yeah, I went and got my flu jab. And like it's not even anything. And you just go, really? So this could be what it's about. It could be that they're really trying to hypnotize them and keep them locked in. They have to keep this sort of third of the population locked in. And I do believe they're currently sort of working on that again. They weren't for a while and people were slipping out of that, which a lot of people did. But I still believe they're showing me that like square eye, like the square TV and the eyes black and white and they're like hypnotized. But it's those ones that are very easy to hypnotize. And if you think about it when it comes to the reset, this is the way they try to gain that control of the population, because now they clearly, as we said in, when they're doing their agenda, they want to know all about us, what we're doing, where we're going, who's this. So now they've already got them locked in. So they know, right, these are the people who comply. They're easy. We don't have to focus on them much anymore. As long as we keep them hypnotized with all our drama and now there's a big ship on the Australian shores that's going to attack a big warship and keep that fear up, for example. That's just an example. Here in Australia, that's what they're doing. I'm sure it's different in your countries. You've probably got other things going on, China knocking at your back door, no doubt. And that's how they keep them locked into that hypnosis or mass psychosis, I guess, same equivalent. But they're not even hard to deal with now because they're people that comply and will do whatever the government tells them. So they know that. They've just got to keep them in that state so no more wake up. But these people who are waking up are disrupting things. And like I said, it's like all of us, including us, the awake people, we've all helped the others move the hurdles in front of government. And I think, gosh, you'd have to have your eyes closed really to know about the corruption and things that are going on out there. I know in Canada there's a lot of corruption with things going missing, and the same with the Hunter Biden laptop event. There's all this corruption. Like, how do things just go missing in such a professional organisation? They don't. They purposely go missing, as we know. So these sort of things are starting to happen, and people are asking questions. And that's why there's so much cover-up and lies and deception. We know that. I talked about it the other day, that sort of mafia kind of underbelly that's really hidden, and we may never even know of these things ourselves because they're so good at covering their tracks. Masters of manipulation, I keep saying that. I'll just see if there's anything else today. Gosh, what's really weird? They're giving me the song Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. Now, I know most of you probably know that song. It's a pretty old song. You might know it. You might need to look it up. I can't remember who sings it, actually. I can't even remember what it's about. I'm going to actually hop off and go and have a look at it myself in a sec. But I think what the message is here, when I think of that song, Don't Cry For Me, Argentina, it represents kind of us. And the guides are kind of saying, don't cry anymore. We know our countries have changed, and they've changed dramatically. And it's not like we've deserted our country or turned our back on our country, or might be, in Canada, I know a lot of you guys have thought about moving and and this kind of thing. And, even I get frustrated when we were really struggling here in Australia. We've got a lot more freedom now and things are a lot easier. But, mind you, we've got the vote next Saturday, so who knows what's going to happen after that. And you do have this kind of grief about your old country and what's happened. And I think that's the reason that they're kind of giving me the song Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. There's just this deep, deep sadness and grief. But I think a lot of us have kind of moved through that grief and sadness. And we're creating our kind of new world That's so funny, isn't it? We're like creating our own new world. We'll have to all come up with a name. Leave some names down below of what we could call it. I think that'd be really funny. Our new world. Oh my gosh. I'll have to think of one as well. I'll type one into the new world that we're creating. So it's not like we've turned our back on our countries, or we're not standing by, our heritage. But I do feel like there's no sort of crying involved anymore. And I know you guys have probably moved way past this. We've done all our grieving, like I said. But now other people are having to do that because they're actually starting to see that their lives are changing forever. And we've already accepted that. We know that, but we're actually enjoying, we're enjoying simple things. We're enjoying our lives again. We're having a fun. We've got the real people who are important to us vibrated back into our life. We've got rid of the old dead wood. We're taking our life on a very different sort of journey now. And that's what you've got to remember these other people are going through too. And maybe that's why they're going through that grieving process of sadness and loss and realizing what's happening to their life. And that, could you imagine if you were told to get 2 jabs and now 2.5 years on, you're being told to get more jabs, more flus. They're building Moderna factories. That's pretty scary because you're on a permanent roller coaster there that you can't get off. And that'd be a sickening feeling, just going around and around and around and up and down and around and being dictated to and told what to do. Very scary. So that's probably, I think, why I'm getting that Argentina song, Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. I don't think it's so much about us as it is about the people who are really disturbed now and really waking up. So look, I'm going to leave you with that today. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Maybe go and have a listen to that song and we'll see what comes up. Don't forget to comment down below and tell me what our new world's going to be called. I'm excited. Anyway, hit those like buttons. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to say bye from Australia. Have a wonderful day, everybody. See you.